I'm here to talk about Dustin. In getting to know Dustin, you see these little flashes of what he must have been like as a child. Sometimes it's a look in his eyes, sometimes it's a devilish grin, sometimes it's just a laugh. And one year, on our now annual trip to the Great Sand Dunes, Dustin and I get to the edge of this really tall dune. Without words, I get that smile, and we start running. We're running pell-mell down this thing. And suddenly Dustin goes flying by me, and the next thing I know, my shoes are flying out of my hands, and a second later, I lift my head from the noggin-shaped hole in the sand. I think my nose is broken. I've got, blood running down my face. And I look at Dustin. And, the next thing I know, time and space just don't exist any longer. And we're laughing so hard, it makes my head hurt even more. And, then he asks if I'm okay. That's Dustin's idea of first date. Laugh first, then provide aid. So, and Dustin, even though he may laugh at you if you, slam your head on a sand dune, he does have this, he does more than laugh. He has a tenacious loyalty that he shares with Stacy. And he applies it into making, his friends into their best selves. And whenever, I have a problem with someone, he reminds me why I care for them in the first place. And then he helps me use that lens to look at the problem, fairly. Dustin is a man who's just as much a friend in those sand-filled dents in the sand, as he is in the times when you need to hear truth. But just as Batman has his Joker, Dustin has an arch nemesis too, and it's made by the Lay's Potato Chip Company. Dustin's that person who can turn a bag of cheddar and sour cream chips into empty air faster than I thought physically possible. And then he looks at you when the bag is empty, and he wonders how it got there. You hold it up, and he smiles that smile. His fingers are orange, his devilish grin is the wrong color, and he claims he had just a few. He chortles, claims the crack is whack, and you find yourself laughing in spite of yourself. Out of the corner of your eye, you start seeing his hand unconsciously exploring that bag for any crumbs he might have missed, and you can't help but think, how does the world survive not knowing this man? Then you remember, God has seen fit to bless him with Stacy, so he must be here to change the world with her. And with her at his side, who could doubt that they will? Dustin and Stacy, knowing you is like having a private sneak peek at heaven. And I love you more than these paltry words can possibly say. So let's raise our glasses to Dustin and Stacy and thank them for letting us share in their happy, happy day. To Dustin and Stacy.